Hello everyone, myself Poonam Yadav, Assistant Professor Sri Shankaracharya Mahavidyalaya Junwani Bhilai. In this video, we'll give the lecture on knowledge representation in AI, MSc Computer Science 4th semester subject, paper 2, unit 3. Okay, so in this video we will discuss what is the concept of knowledge representation, what is the use of knowledge representation in AI, how it is managed, what are the types of knowledge, and all the concept we will cover, like knowledge representation concept, types of knowledge cycle, first order logic. Okay, so let's start our lecture. Knowledge representation. It is a two word, knowledge and representation. So the meaning of first word is a very simple word. It's mean a collection of facts of some domain. Okay, so for the particular domain we having some collection of facts. Facts means truth, some relevant information, some realistic information, some truth. Okay, so it is called knowledge. Okay, and representation means a way of describing certain information. How to describe? Representation means description, how to describe, the way of describing some information, some knowledge is. So in combined it is called knowledge representation, means representation of a collection of fact is called knowledge representation. Now, what is the use of knowledge representation in AI system? So for this concept, for starting this concept, I'll just explain with the example. Suppose I saw a snake. Okay, I saw a snake in front of a door, and जैसे ही मैं वो सांप को देखूंगी, तुरंत मेरे दिमाग में ये आ जाएगा, ध्यान आ जाएगा कि इट इज़ वेरी डेंजरस, इट इज़ पॉइजनस, मुझे उससे दूर रहना होगा, उसे हमको भगाना होगा, और इस तरीके की बातें मेरे दिमाग में तुरंत ही आ जाएगी. क्यों? क्योंकि मेरे पास मेरा ये नॉलेज कहता है, जब हमने अपने स्कूल टाइम में पढ़ा है, हमने न्यूज़पेपर में, हमने टीवी में, जो भी इन्फॉर्मेशन हमारे पास है, ठीक है, नॉलेज हमारे पास है रिगार्डिंग स्नेक कि इट इज़ डेंजरस, ठीक है, उससे हमें दूर रहना चाहिए, यदि वो काटेगा तो वो जहरीला होता है. तो इस तरीके की बातें हमारे दिमाग में तुरंत आ जाती है, और तुरंत हमें डिसीजन लेते हैं कि क्या होगा, इसको हमको भगाना है. ठीक है, तो सेम थिंग will if we are creating AI system, then there is having AI agent. Okay, AI agent able to think. We can make AI agent in such a way so that he can think and make a decision accordingly. Okay, so for thinking of AI agent, it require knowledge. Okay, so on the basis of knowledge representation, AI agent able to think. So knowledge representation is very important component in AI system. So here I'll write it that an AI system can do store the knowledge and apply the knowledge stored to the solve problem. So for solving any problem, complex problem, real world problem, what AI do, it first store the knowledge, collection of facts. Okay, it collect the knowledge, store it, represent it in the form of some rules, okay, inference rules, and then apply this is on the basis of that knowledge he may able to take decision or to solving the problem. So in this way, knowledge representation and reasoning, it is also called in short KR or KRR, knowledge representation and reasoning, is the part of artificial intelligence which concern with AI agent thinking and how thinking contributes to intelligent behavior of agent. Okay, so it helps AI agent to thinking and how thinking contributes to intelligent behavior. Okay, that it improves the intelligent behavior of the agent as human like intelligence. Okay, knowledge representation system should provide way of representing complex knowledge and should possess the following characteristics. Representation scheme should have set of well-defined syntax and semantics. Yes, knowledge representation require some set of well-defined syntax. Syntax means set of rules for describing the knowledge. Okay, well-defined means it should be to the point, to specific syntax for representing the knowledge, so that AI agent can able to understand the syntax easily. And the meaning of semantic means it's meaningful. Whatever the syntax we representing for the facts, it should be meaningful. Okay, means it is related, it is meaningful, so it will help representing various kind of knowledge. Then the knowledge representation scheme should have a good expressive capacity. Why? Because a good expressive capability will categorize the inference engine in its reasoning process. Okay, because if it is a good expressive capacity for knowledge representation, if knowledge representation is good expressive capacity, then it will help inference in machine for its reasoning process. Because whatever the knowledge are stored in knowledge base, or whatever the facts are stored, these are representing again goes to the reasoning and inference rule component for in AI. Then their inference rules are taking the decision on the basis of reasoning. They AI system may able to take decision, so it should be expressive. Then from the computer system point of view, the representation must be efficient. Okay, yes, efficient is required, because the knowledge representation is good, or means it is a very good information collection is there. Then knowledge is computer system may able to take good decision. Okay, it is on the basis of knowledge representation, system may able to take good decision, right decision, correct decision. Okay, so this KR or knowledge representation is a very important component in AI system. Then it is responsible for representing information about the real world, so that the computer can understand and can utilize this knowledge to solve the complex real world problem. Okay, so this knowledge representation is are storing the real world information, because computer can understand easily and solve the complex real world problem, like medical issues, some medical condition, diagnosis of medical conditions, communication with human in natural languages. So okay, these are the complex problem can be solved. And knowledge representation is not only simple storing the data like database. Okay, but here I'll just tell you about some comparison of database and knowledge base. The collection of data, okay, is called database. Collection of data and information, and collection of knowledge is called knowledge base. Okay, so knowledge base are storing in AI system, where database is storing in any application level software or program. Okay, so these database are accessed by some clerical level or different type of user, but this knowledge base are accessible by experts. Okay, if we are saying like database are in their information are changing frequently. We need update, delete frequently. But in knowledge base, the information or the knowledge or the facts changes rarely. Okay, then again knowledge base are accessed by the accessed by the normal user, and but knowledge representation is accessed by the sophisticated or this experts. Okay, so it is similar to database, but it is a some difference, like an intelligence machine to learn from the knowledge and experience so that it can behave intelligently like a human. So knowledge base, it is an intelligent machine. Okay, it what this machine do, it learn from the knowledge and experience so that it can behave intelligently like human like intelligence. The aim of the AI machine to create a machine who thinks like a human, who may take decision like a human. Okay, so these are the intelligent machine to learn, who learn from the knowledge. So knowledge is required, must require, and that AI system may able to take decision. Now, relationship between knowledge and intelligence. As we discussed earlier, knowledge of real world play a vital role in intelligence and some of the creating artificial intelligence. Okay, so knowledge play an important role in demonstrating intelligence behavior in the AI agent. I told it that AI agent is required in knowledge because knowledge demonstrate the information, and it require for intelligent behavior of AI agent. An agent is only able to accurately act on some input when he has some knowledge or experience about the input. Okay, so an agent unable to accurately act on some input, whatever the input is, work on that input if it has some knowledge about this input. ओके, सो कोई भी है जिसके पास जिसका नॉलेज होगा, यदि कोई क्वेश्चन पूछता है, ठीक है, कि जो है कि व्हाट इज द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ ग्लोबलाइजेशन. ओके, ग्लोबलाइजेशन की मीनिंग क्या है. तो हमसे कोई भी क्वेश्चन पूछता है तो हमारे पास उसका नॉलेज होगा, हमारे पास उसकी इन्फॉर्मेशन होगी, तभी हम उसका आंसर दे पाएंगे, है ना. बिना इन्फॉर्मेशन के, बिना नॉलेज के हम आंसर नहीं दे पाएंगे, बिना एक्सपीरियंस के हम कोई आंसर नहीं दे पाएंगे. सेम थिंग विल हैपन फॉर द एजेंट. ओके, an AI agent can able to answer the question or may able to decide something on the basis of only the knowledge and experiences. ठीक है. Then there is one decision maker which act by sensing the environment and by using the knowledge. There is one decision maker system is there in AI system who sensing the environment and using the knowledge. Okay, so it take information both from the environment and the knowledge base. So okay, why environment? It access environment for the current information and using knowledge for the traditional or some stored experiences information. Okay, so but if the knowledge part will not present, then it cannot display intelligent behavior. If knowledge part is not in the any system, then AI agent may not able to take decision. What to represent? What we represent in knowledge representation? Then again, first is the knowledge. Knowledge is awareness, familiarity gained by the experiences of facts, data and situations, objects, that the fact about object in our world domain, like suppose guitar contain strings, trumpet and brushes, instruments. Okay, so these are the objects for any for this guitar is an object. Then events means set of action to perform in the objects which occur in our world. Okay, then performances to describe behavior which involve knowledge about how to do things. Performance, yes, it is good or not, what are the output of the, how the output of the system will. Okay, then meta knowledge means information about the knowledge about the knowledge. Then facts are the truth about the real world and what we represent. Then knowledge base The central component of the knowledge base agent is the knowledge base. Okay, it is represented as KB. Then knowledge base is a group of sentences. Okay, so this I told you earlier that a collection of knowledge is stored in a place called in the form of group of form of facts in the form of sentences is called knowledge base. So these are the points is going to represent. Now types of knowledge. Here is the declarative knowledge about facts, object, some heuristic knowledge, rule of thumb for discovering on the basis of experiences, meta knowledge, knowledge about the knowledge, then procedural knowledge, rules and procedure for discovering for representing the knowledge, then structure, relationship between the object and concept, just like algorithm in the form of algorithm and this structured one by one structured knowledge. So declarative knowledge is to know about something. Declarative, to know about something. It includes concepts, facts and objects. It is also called describing knowledge and expressed in declarative sentences. It is simpler than procedural language. Okay, then procedural language. Second is it is also known as imperative knowledge. Procedural knowledge is a type of knowledge which is responsible for knowing how to do something. Procedure, in the form of procedure we represent the knowledge. Okay, it can be directly applied to any task. It includes rules, strategies, procedures and agendas. Then procedural knowledge depends on the task on which it can be applied. Next one is meta knowledge. It represents the knowledge about the knowledge called meta knowledge. Heuristic knowledge, I told you heuristic knowledge is representing knowledge of some expert in the field or subject. Okay, in a field or subject, particular field related or subject related experts information or expert experiences are stored. Okay, the heuristic knowledge is a rule of thumb based on previous experience, awareness of approaches and which are good to work but not guaranteed. Okay, so heuristic knowledge are quite basis of requirement of basis on experiences, like it is not guaranteed for surety of 100% solving the problem or 100% sure of the information, but yes, it require it on the basis of experiences. Then is structured knowledge. It is basic knowledge to problem solving. Then it describes relationship between various concepts such as kind of, part of, grouping of something. It describes the relationship that exists between concept or object. Now knowledge cycle. In AI, what are the cycle? These are the cycle, AI cycle. Here we see the components like perception, learning, knowledge representation, reasoning, planning and education, or some output or experiences. Okay, so we can see perception connected with the real world or environment. Okay, perception fetch the knowledge from the external world and then go to learning find out the facts, relevant facts, and it's represented in the knowledge representation. It goes in the this component, knowledge representation. Then knowledge representation and reasoning, these two are very important and very basic component in AI system. Okay, these two are give the very important work, these two are independent but they are communicated with each other. So reasoning make on the basis of knowledge representation, and then on the basis of reasoning we planning will be done, and then this education will be perform some output. Okay, this way this AI system work. So in diagram we will able to find out that knowledge representation is very important component, that all the component from this perception to learning and this reasoning are connected. Then facts and representation. What are the relationship between facts and representation? So fact is truth in some relevant world. These are the things we want to represent. Representation of fact is some chosen formalism. These are the things we will actually be able to manipulate. So here is the fact, then internal representation, and this is the English representation. Facts are connected with internal representation, and English representation is also bidirectionally communicated with internal representation. Then internal representation is a one loop of reasoning program. Okay, so this English representation internally represented in this way, and facts are communicated with this for taking this reasoning program. Okay, now our next topic is first order logic. Before going to start first order logic, we will understand about the topic of the word logic. Okay, a scientific study of the process of reasoning and the system of rules and procedures that help in the reasoning process. Logic. If we are talking about logic, then we saying about the reasoning. Okay, so reasoning. If we take human example, then the primary activity of any human is reasoning. Okay, on the basis of reasoning he may able to take decision. Okay, whether or not yes or no, this type of decision will take by human very frequently, very smartly. Okay, so we want to make computer also create logic like reasoning. We can construction, organization, managing, or the reasoning is required. So this process of scientific study of the process of reasoning and the system of rules and procedures that help in the reasoning process. So reasoning process is construction of the reasoning. Okay, then organization, manipulation of the statements of the fact, whether or not it is true or not. This process will help by the word logic. Okay, the formal system in which the sentences can be true or false. Then logic specifies the knowledge to be used in solving problem. So how logic is related with knowledge? Because it specifies the knowledge to be used in solving problem. For problem solving method, logic is required. A formal system of describing state of affair consisting of syntax of the language for describing how to make the sentences, and semantics again for describing the logic, for representing the logic. Syntax and semantics are required. Then what is logic? For any language, a concrete rule with no ambiguity in the representation and allow unambiguous communication and processing. We should make a logic very concrete, means it don't have any confusion, it to the point, so that it can able to make decision computer by computer. Many ways to translate between languages. Statement can be represented in different logic. One statement can be represented in two different logic for some languages, and some it may be possible that differently for the same logic. Okay, we can have one statement for the two different logic, or it can be for the one single logic we can have more than one statement. So this type of not possible for a good logic. Then types of logic is propositional or Boolean logic. Then first order logic. First we will see propositional logic. So these are the symbols represented whole propositions. Okay, in this logic, symbols are represented in whole proposition. Proposition can be combined using Boolean connectivities to generate sentences with more complex meaning. So here require Boolean connectives like and, or, implication, like that. Here is some example, like for example, there is one statement, it is raining. Then the propositional logic says raining. Okay, so suppose if it is raining, then it is not sunny. Here is a two statement. One is a conditional part and another is a result part. So if it is raining, then it is not sunny. So here we use implication. How if this left hand side part is a if part, if raining implies negation represented by this sign and negation of sunny. So if raining implies not sunny. So here is the way of representing this statement in a propositional logic. Now the connectives here with truth table P and Q. These are the truth table for negation of P. Then P and Q, P or Q, P implies Q, and P double implies Q. So these are the connectives used in prepositional logic. Now first order logic. Here first order logic commits to the representation of words in the terms of object and predicates of object. Okay, so here objects are used and predicates are used. What is a predicates? Predicates means relationship between the objects. Okay, and using connectives and quantifier. Here connectives, Boolean connectives are used and with the quantifier also used, which allows sentence to be written about everything in the universe at once. Okay, so here predicate a relation that bind two atoms together, two fact or two object. For binding the two object or two atom, we are using predicates. Like for example, likes XY. Okay, this is a predicate. It means X likes Y. Okay, it means X likes Y. Suppose on the basis of same predicate, if I have likes Mohan bikes, okay, it means Mohan likes bikes. Okay, so this statement represented in this way with using predicate logic. Now again it is developed to extend the expressiveness of predicate logic. First order logic is a generalization of predicate logic that permits reasoning about world object as relational entities as well as classes or subclasses of objects. Then the syntax of predicate, this first order predicate logic is determined by the allowable symbols and assigned to predicates rather than propositions. Okay, so we are using predicates rather than proposition. Now connectives, these are the connectives used, not, and, or, and implication and equivalence, like if and only if. Quantifiers, here existential quantifier and universal quantifier. Okay, there exists, it is called there exists for some. There exists means for some. The word for some we are using this quantifier, and for all we are using this universal quantifier. Now functions symbol denote relations defined on a domain D. They map n elements of a single element of a domain. Okay, symbol F, G, H, the word such as age of represent function F with T1, T2, T3, Tn, like that. Okay, so these small letters are used for denoting the functions. Then predicate are denoting by capital letter word. These are the symbol denoted by relations or functional mapping from the element of a domain D to the value true or false. Here likes example which we saw earlier, likes rabbit carrot. Okay, then see, this is a statement, Marcus was a man. Okay, so we write man Marcus. Okay, Marcus was a Pompeian. Means Pompeian Marcus. All Pompeians were Romans. Here we have all. All means universal. It is talking about all the person. Okay, so we are using universal quantifier. How? For all x, Pompeian x implies Roman x, because it is saying all Pompeians were Romans. Okay, so we write it as for all x, Pompeian x implies Roman x. Okay, then Caesar was a rural. So he rural Caesar. One more example, all Romans were either loyal to Caesar or hated him. Again, there is talking about all Romans, then we are taking universal quantifier. Okay, now all Romans are connected with two condition, either loyal to Caesar or hated him. Okay, there is a two part, either this or this. Okay, so we write for all x, x is talking about Romans, then for all x Romans implies loyal to x Caesar and hate x Caesar. Okay, so in this way this statement is represented in first order logic. Everyone is loyal to someone. Again, for all x, some y, there exists y loyal to x y. Then people are trying to assassinate ruler they are not loyal to. Okay, here people only try to assassinate ruler that are not. Here we are using two variable x and y, like person x and ruler y. Okay, ruler y, and try to assassinate x and y implies not loyal to x and y. So in this way some statements can be represented in first order predicate logic. Again, one more example, all employee earning 1500 or more per year pay taxes. Some employee are sick today. No employee earn more than the president. Here ex predicate is used for employee, px predicate used for president. First we find out the predicates. What are the predicates in these statements? Okay, then what are the predicates and functions? Now then we represent in FOL. Here ix is an income of employee x. Okay, and ge is the predicate used for greater than equal to, for the comparison of greater than equal to. Okay, it is comparing u and v. Then sx is a sick today and tx is paying taxes. So the first even statement are representing like that, for all x, employee x and greater than equal to earning more than 1500. Okay, employee who is earning more than 1500 implies tx, paying taxes. Okay, clear is? Okay, then second is for some here the word is some, so we are using extensional. There exists y, ey tends to sy. Okay, some employees are sick today. Then next is no employee earned more than president. Now here the income of employee and president are comparing. Okay, so for all x and y, employee x and president y, because these are two. Okay, so we are using x and y. Employees salary is ix and president salary is iy. Okay, so not greater than equal to. Employee salary and president salary is not greater than equal to. For all x and y, ex and ey implies not greater than equal to employee's income and president's income. Okay, in this way we can able to represent any statement in the form of FOPL. Okay, first order predicate logic. I hope आपको you may able to understand the concept of knowledge representation and first order logic. The references which for this video, artificial intelligence, Alan Rich and Kevin Knight. Then artificial intelligence, a modern approach by Peter Norvig and Stuart J. Russell, and artificial intelligence by Rajiv Chopra. Okay, so I hope you understand the concept of knowledge representation and first order logic in this video. Thank you very much.